All right, good morning, everybody. We are here at the July meeting of the board's Enforcement Oversight Committee. Date today is July 15th, 2026. The time now is 9:11 a.m. and we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Stephanie, can you give us a roll call to confirm attendance, please?
Lori?
Here.
Annie?
Here.
Kathy?
Here.
All right, quorum is confirmed. Staff in attendance today, we have myself, Chad Cook, we have Administrative Specialist Stephanie Kahn, and Investigator Dan Murphy. We also have Board Member Gary Kirkashian attending as an observer today and as the alternate of the EOC, non-voting EOC member. First order of business looks like to approve, excuse me, the Enforcement Oversight Committee meeting minutes from last month. That would be June 24th, 2026 meeting. Is there a motion to approve or any discussion before adoption?
So moved. I'll second.
A second and a third.
Yes. That's how we roll around here.
Stephanie, go ahead and give us a quick vote just for formality's sake.
Yeah. Lori?
Yes.
Annie?
Yes.
And Kathy?
Yes.
All right, well, that's okay. So motion is approved and the minutes are adopted. I'm going to go ahead and step out of the way and pass the meeting to Dan.
Morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. I have two cases to present for you. The first is 222515. And have you all had a chance to read the material, look over the PCR, and look over the documentation? Does anybody have any questions about this case?
What was he thinking?
He was thinking, honestly, I'm not in a habit of turning down work. I can't, I never turn down an assignment unless it's, got a dagger attached to it or something. So I think that's probably what he was thinking, but you're right.
Well, and I do want to put on record here that I think there's far too many appraisers that don't want to back out of something because they have figured out, oh, I really don't know how to do this. But if I tell them I don't know how to do it, then I don't look professional.
And it's a violation of the competency rule.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, bottom line. Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate people who want to try to challenge themselves. On the other hand, but I think unless you can really map it out in your head, it's, like I know how this is done and I can see it from beginning to end in terms of my analysis. Once you start employing hypotheticals and extraordinaries, you get into dangerous territory. And I think that's what happened with this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. My computer just flat died.
Oh.
We can
You're
still hear
we
you.
can still hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay, let's move. There it is. It's back. You're back now.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Shall we proceed to recommendations? The first is a violation of the record-keeping rule.
Lori?
Yes.
Annie?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Next, USPAP Standard 1, Real Property Appraisal Development 11A.
Lori?
Yes.
Annie?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Okay. Standards Rule 12G1.
Lori?
Yes.
Annie?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Okay. USPAP Standard 2, Real Property Appraisal Reporting, Standards Rule 21B.
Lori?
Yes.
Annie?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Standards Rule 21C.
Lori?
Yes.
Annie?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Oregon Administrative Rule 161.025.00601.
Lori?
Yes.
Annie?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
And finally, Oregon Revised Statute, ORS 674-142.
Lori,
Yes.
Annie,
Yes.
and Kathy.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll skip ahead. The next case, 262657. Everyone have a chance to read the material with this case? And anyone have any questions or comments?
I
Okay,
just wanted to confirm. So the sister was interviewed because she technically was one of the complainants as well, even though she wasn't listed as a complainant.
I called her the co-complainant because the actual complainant was another person, her sister. And so she worked together with her sister to formulate this allegation on behalf of their elderly mother who owned the property.
Did you also interview the actual complainant?
Never talked to the, oh, wait a minute, let's see. Yes, I believe I did. I did. Let's see. I left her voicemail. I never actually got to talk to her. So no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I wouldn't expect, or I don't suspect that there would be any conflicting information between the two sisters. I think they were working together to make the allegation. So I don't think one knew something that the other didn't. If that makes sense. What?
Yeah, not that I'm thinking you did anything wrong at all on this.
Sure,
I
sure.
think that there's often times where two sisters don't have the same, and maybe the co-complainant that wasn't actually listed, maybe she felt more strongly about it.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
I think that's something to consider. I guess that's a possibility. I didn't get the feeling after talking to the person I labeled as the co-complainant, the sister. I didn't get the feeling that that was the case. I thought it was more of she didn't have the time or the resources, or maybe she's the sister that's not as well spoken or well written. I don't know what the case is. But what are you suspecting? You suspect there could be something not that the actual named complainant Monica Alexander wasn't supporting this allegation?
Not necessarily. When I read through the entire document, I didn't put together their complaints of selection bias on comparables with really what this appraiser did at all. I didn't connect those. I felt like they were really just pulling at straws because they didn't like the value, period.
I would agree with you, and I try not to put that so much in writing because that's just my own assumption, and I can't say that for sure, but I suspect the same thing. I suspect that. Yeah, I don't know if I can say what I suspect with
I
without
wouldn't.
yeah,
I wouldn't.
exactly. So you're probably right. There's probably something because they went straight there. That was the reason that they didn't get the value, was because the appraiser was biased against them racially. And in talking to the appraiser, I mean, I didn't have a face-to-face conversation with her, but I can tell you that she wept, for a while we talked, because she was hurt that someone would make that implication or that allegation against her, and she just didn't come across to me as that way. And there was no evidence supporting it. The report spoke for itself. The work file had some issues that I talked about in the PCR, some shortcomings, but overall, it wasn't as if she didn't look at a bunch of sales data, and she included all the pictures. She wasn't trying to hide anything or try to fabricate anything. She supported her opinion about the condition of the property, and I think that the low end value was probably spot on for this property, despite the few things that needed to be addressed. I think she called it like she saw it, and there's probably, anyway.
So Dan, just to summarize real quick, there were some procedural and documentational problems with this appraisal or potential issues. But the problems were not related to a potential ethics issue or bias.
No. That wasn't
But
supported.
I can see the complainant's point and why they filed that allegation report. When you have two appraisals with vastly different values, there's got to be a reason. And if you're not an appraiser, you can't really review the appraisal to figure out that reason. So that's generally why.
And you're always going to, and when you have those two values, it's very common for the property owner to break towards the value that they favor.
That's the good news.
You know, they're not
That's
gonna
the
be
news that I
critical
wanted.
toward-
So that must be true. It's the Dunning-Kruger thing. Yeah.
They're
Everyone's
not
property
equally
is the
critical
best.
of both.
Yeah.
They're not equally
And I'm-
critical of both.
And I'm looking here in the exhibits, I cited additional documentation provided by the complainant. That is the other appraisal report, where that appraiser saw the same house with the same pictures of deferred maintenance as a C3 house worth $720,000. So that is, you can see that just, you're right. They saw
Somebody's
that
not
one.
right.
Right.
That's right. Mhm.
And that one didn't address deferred maintenance, that higher value.
It did. I didn't see any pictures of the deferred maintenance that were present in the appraiser that's the subject of the investigation. In her report, she had all of those pictures. She addressed all of them. And anyway, so yes, I like my job. It keeps me thinking. Oh, are we ready to go? My recommendations in this case? Okay,
Yes.
so there were some issues that I identified in the case, in the report, of areas of the appraisal report that warrant some improvement in future to improve the credibility of her assignment results. And so I'm recommending the allegation report be closed and dismissed by the board, and the appraiser be issued a letter of counsel. And I can recite those bullet points. You all understand all the bullet points of my recommendation? Okay, good. Do we vote on that, Chad?
Yeah, that would be a motion and a vote to recommend to the board that the case be closed with counsel.
All right.
I move that this case, that we recommend to the board that this case be closed and dismissed with counsel. Could somebody cite the case number for me? My computer won't allow me to get to it right now.
That's
26.
Go ahead, Dan.
26-2657, 26-2657.
So I'll
And I
amend my
will-
motion to include that number.
And I will second that.
Thank you.
Lori,
Yes.
Annie,
Yes.
and Kathy.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for being here. Lori and Kathy and Christopher. It's very nice to see you all.
Christopher.
Good
And
work,
Dan,
Dan.
Dan, good work on this. I mean,
Thank you.
boy, this was a brain teaser.
It was. There were a lot of
It
little
really was.
dips and dives. Okay,
Hey.
good. And so the next one's almost done, and then I'll get another one, and maybe I'll get 3 by the next one if it's actually in a month from now. We'll see.
Everybody,
What were you gonna
hang on just a couple seconds after I stop the recording in the meeting here, after we go off the record. I've just got a quick status update for you on the board meeting stuff. So,
Very good.
What were
I
you gonna
just
say, Laura?
wanted to interject that real quick.
Lori, you were going to say something. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I just wanted to thank Gary again for being here. I was stunned when my computer just completely blanked out. It might not be a bad idea for him to be here going forward in case that happens again. I mean, I know we still had a quorum, but thank you, Gary.
And I think I'm going to start doing that as a matter of course, just providing the EOC materials to everybody, including any alternate members, on the off chance that an emergency happens, right? Because
As long
Or
as
somebody's
he's,
computer decides to shut down.
as long as he's stateside, we might be able to get him.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got a little bit more traveling left there then.
Where are you going next?
I'm
Oh, let's
going
end the
down
meeting.
south to
You
Santa
know-
Barbara.
Yeah, let's end the meeting.
Yep. Okay, so we need a motion and then a vote. Motion to adjourn would be what's next.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
I'll second. Well, but I'll third.
Stephanie, a quick vote for posterity's sake.
Yes, Lori,
Yes.
Annie,
Yes.
And Kathy.
Yes.
Okay, everybody. Well, the motion carries. The time now is 9:26 a.m. and the meeting is adjourned. Hang on one quick second.